Hello, everybody. Sunday Adelaja here. Well, I want to start a new series today. And this series, I'm compelled to talk about this series because of what I witness on daily basis. What I witness on daily basis around me in our world is such that most people waste their lives. The life that we've been given is just one life. Each one of us has just one life. And that life that we have, is going to be either an investment or is going to be a waste. Unfortunately, for most people, they just waste their lives or spend their lives. You know, there are three things you could do with life. You either wasting life, or you are spending life, or you are investing life. So the series that I'm going to be doing today is not just today. I'm going to take a few times to really do this series. This series is going to be called High Yielding Lifestyle or Low Yielding Lifestyle. High Yielding Lifestyle or Low Yielding Lifestyle. You make the choice. Most of the time, low yielding lifestyles will always lead you to a wasted life. Most of the time, low yielding lifestyle will always lead you to a spent life. You will just spend your life for nothing or waste your life. And when you look around you, I want to encourage every one of you to look around you as well. You look around you and you will see that most people that we know are simply wasting life rather than investing life. Ikni gives you that. So the challenge of our age is to be able to balance this and to be able to find a balance whereby we are definitely sure, absolutely sure, that the life that we are living on a daily basis is not a wasted life, but an invested life. If I'm going to apply this principle of low yielding or high yielding lifestyle to the youth or children, especially the youth, there's nothing to talk about, nothing to write home about, because most of them think that they have all the time in the world and that their life is ahead of them. So the only one thing, maybe 90%, maybe 95% of the people do is just to waste life. So 90% of the people, most of the time, are just wasting life. And it's a pity. It's a pity that people have not been told or taught about the importance and the dispensability of life. Life is such a treasure, but when something is so common all around you, you begin to forget or think less about the fact that you've got a treasure. And because we see people around us doing all kinds of activities, we kind of think that, you know, we're just one of them and they are not dying, they are happy, they seem happy, and why not? So most people who waste life actually waste life because they have the wrong philosophy of life. And one of these philosophies of life that will lead you to a low yielding lifestyle is the philosophy of you thinking that life is about pleasure or enjoyment or happiness. So most people who think that life is about joy, pleasure, and happiness, they end up living a low yielding lifestyle. But being an African myself and looking back to where I come from, and also being a Christian, looking back at Christianity, and I see the kind of activities that we regard as Christian activities today. When I look at what people call Christianity, what churches do, it's sad because most of the activities in churches are not high yielding activities. They are not high yielding lifestyle. So the lifestyle that the church itself is proposing, the church is supposed to be the lighthouse for a lot of people. The church is supposed to be the anchor for a lot of people. And that lighthouse, that anchor, that place that's supposed to be the anchor for the people's lives, is the very same people, the very same place where you have been offered low yielding lifestyle. So what I'm talking about is lifestyle. I want you all to examine your lifestyle. What is your own lifestyle looking like? What does your lifestyle look like? What is the lifestyle of people around you? What does their lifestyle look like? Is it a low yielding lifestyle or a high yielding lifestyle? What does it look like? What does the lifestyle of people around you look like? Low yielding or high yielding lifestyle? That's the topic we're talking about. Low yielding or high yielding lifestyle. So what is a lifestyle? Lifestyle is the subtotal amount of activities that you are engaged in day in, day out. Lifestyles are your patterns of living, your patterns of life, things that you do on a regular basis, your habits, your principles of life, the principles that you follow, your values, your environment, your ambience, your friends, your social life, your work life. Just the lifestyle are the regular things that you do that are based on your values, your principles, and your value system. So, but that lifestyle is either going to be productive or unproductive. It's either going to be a high yielding lifestyle or a low yielding lifestyle. So let's say you are a Christian. Most Christians have the same lifestyle. So what is the lifestyle of most Christians that I know? They wake up in the morning, they pray, they read some Bible, some of them, most of them. Then they go to work. And the work that they are doing is mostly work to survive. Uncle Sam. I have a book on Uncle Sam, right? So if you don't know that terminology, you can get the book, Uncle Sam. So you go and work most of the time at a place where you are dreaming of getting out of the place, where you are dreaming of getting freedom from. At a place where you hate the services or what they are doing or what you are doing there. You just going there because of money, because it helps you to survive, yeah? So that is already a problem, right? Then you come back home to the family, you watch TV, maybe you watch some movies, maybe you eat together, joke, play, go to sleep. You tell me, what is that? And of course, on Sundays you go to church, and some of you go to church every day. So what do you do in church? Some people will pray again. You sing, you read the Bible, you listen to somebody talk to you about some topics. And what are those topics? Mainly 80% of the time, they are topics that you already knew something about, that you can as well tell what the pastor is going to talk about. You can preach the message as good as the pastor, basically. So, but you keep on going. Some people go more than once a week, maybe 2-3 times a week. It's not a bad thing to go to church if you have been able to determine for yourself that that church you're going to and the things that you listen to are things that will make you to live a high yielding lifestyle. But if you are not sure, I'm sorry, you are condemned to a low yielding lifestyle, just like everybody, just like most people in the world. So you tell me and you examine for yourself the lifestyle of Christians that you see around you. Even your own lifestyle, your family lifestyle, is it high yielding or low yielding? What's your lifestyle like? High yielding or low yielding lifestyle? So this is the series I'm going to be talking about. Definitely, of course, you know, I will eventually come back to telling you what are the things that are low yielding in your activities and what are the things that are high yielding. And by the grace of God, I will try to finish this series by telling you and helping you to know how to live a high yielding lifestyle. Another reason that has encouraged me to come up with this topic is that a lot of folks are always surprised at how much I've succeeded in doing at a relatively young age. Like, for example, when I was 33, I was already leading a church of 8,000 people that was the biggest in Europe at the point, at the time. And then, you know, by the time I was 35, it was 15,000. By the time I was, 36, 38, it was 25,000 and all that. So people wonder, how come by 33 you had achieved what most people have not achieved in their lifetime? And right now, I'm not even concerning myself so much with church because I have so many pastors. But, over the years, the past 25 years, we've been able to open over 2,700 churches all over the world in over 50 countries. But, and I've written, of course, over 300 books. But that's just a little of the things that God has helped me to do. But the secret to all this is the ability to know and understand that life is either high yielding or low yielding. Now, I'm not talking about those people who do activities or who are engaged in activities that don't even yield anything, right? I still call them like low yielding. But you might be looking at some other people around you and be saying, well, I'm much better than people I see in Africa, for example, or like I'm much better than the people I see in my community or in my church. That's, I'm not doing bad. But you might still be involved in low yielding activities, even though you are better than some other people around you. The key is to maximize your life at the end of the day. The key is to be involved in activities that will give you peace and comfort 24 hours of the day, satisfaction that, yes, I am living the best of life. The key is for you to be able to look back after some years, maybe when you are my age, and be able to say, yes, I know where my 51 years of life have gone to. In our church here, sometimes I do experiment, like calling people forward and asking them, how old are you? What's your age? And when people tell me their age, I tell them, okay, you are 35. Where is that 35? That 35? You lived it already, yeah? Okay. Where are they? Where is the 35 years of old? Where, the 35 years that you have lived? Show me the product of that 35 years. Show me the result of that 35 years. What did that 35 years give you? What did you attain with that 35 years of life? What did you exchange that 35 years for? Because you have given 35 years of your life out to something. What did you get in exchange, in returns? And of course, most of them don't know. Some of them say, well, I went to school, I finished school, and I got a job. Not bad. That job that you got, what is it giving you? Are you satisfied? Does that worth 35 years of your life? But most of them say, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. 35 years or 40 years or 50 years. Well, I just discovered it's gone. I don't know where it is. The reason for it is quite easy. The reason for it is quite explainable. Low yielding lifestyle. Low yielding lifestyle. Sad. Low yielding lifestyle. You must turn the table. You must turn the table on low yielding lifestyle. That's the bottom line. You need to take up that decision that no, I'm going to turn the table. I'm going to turn the table. I'm going to turn everything around. I'm going to turn it around. I need to turn my life around from low yielding lifestyle to begin to live the life of high yielding lifestyle. High yielding lifestyle. I would like to express a lot of gratitude to God at this time for helping me. And what I mean by God helping me is that I was growing up in Africa early in my life. With this kind of mindset. Sad, but even though I'm feeling a lot of pain and regret, but I don't have to, I'm still better off than a lot of people. I'm still better off than a lot of people because I started living consciously a productive lifestyle or a high yielding lifestyle since I was 19. So I started quite early. And that's one of the best things that has happened to me. But so what will I call the low yielding lifestyle that I was living in? For example, my grandma that I used to live with was particular about me sitting down at home after class or after school, either to be studying or to be doing something constructive or to read my book or to help in the house. But I will always show rebellion, I will always be rebellious and what led me to rebellion, maybe this is just youthful enthusiasm and, zeal, just a youthful energy or something, drive. So, but I will always feel like going out to play with my friends in town. Another reason could be because I'm an extrovert, just like the fellowship, social life is important to me. People like me. So now I'm thinking, what are those things that I used to do with my colleagues and my friends out there? What are the things that I would go out to do? Nothing really. Nothing really. Really do nothing. Just wasting time. Just killing time. Talk about rubbish nonsense that you don't even remember. Maybe go play some soccer, some football, joke, laugh, watch TV. Now, it's one thing when a 9-year-old is doing all those kind of things and 10 years, 15, 16 years old. But when you are now 50, when you are now 30 or 35, 40, And that's still your lifestyle? Just to go spend time? I mean, we used to even have some cliches, some terminologies that time that we used to say, "Ah, oh wow, it's so boring. Where should I go to kill time? We need to go and kill time somewhere. We need to go and spend time. Where do we go spend time? I mean, where can I go? Where could we go spend some time? Where could we go just, we need to go and pass time and kill time." Such was my level of stupidity. Such was my level of ignorance, guys. And I actually feel a lot of people will identify with that. So the lifestyle that I was living till like 18 years old was very wasteful. And was I doing well in the school? No, I was just going from class to class. I didn't even know how I was being moved forward from class to class. A lot of years wasted, but thank God they were not too much, because by 19, when I got saved, everything changed. I became so focused. My concentration level went so high. I began to face my studies. I began to be very, very driven and purpose driven. And the result is what we have today. So low yielding lifestyle almost ruined me in Africa. And a lot of people today that I know, especially adults, Christians, even church itself is low yielding lifestyle. Low yielding activities, full of low yielding activities. Work is like Uncle Sam, torture, servants of money, servants of job, low yielding activities. So before I let you go today, let me give you some description of what a low yielding activity is and what a high yielding activity is. Let me start with high yielding activities. A high yielding activity is, or activities, a high yielding activities are the things that give you long-term satisfaction, long-term, not immediate, long-term. That is, they don't yield you satisfaction now, but rather demand pain from you. They demand sacrifice from you for the now. But you know that while you are sacrificing, while you are exerting pain to do what you need to do now, you know that there is going to be reward, only you don't know when it's going to be. But you know that in the future, the sacrifice, the discipline, the pain, the price of pain, discipline, sacrifice that you are paying right now will yield you good reward and pleasure. But the problem with high yielding lifestyle is that you don't know when. You don't know when, and it also always demands sacrifice, lack of pleasure, giving up something for the now. So that's why it's not popular. Most people, because we're just instinctive people, we are instinctive animals. And as people, humans, we tend to live by our instinct rather than our mind. That's why most people are living like biomasses. You know, like I wrote that book, A Man or a Mouse. Am I a man? Am I a man? Am I a personality? I'm a person. Am I a personality? Those kind of books talking about not living by the power of instinct, but to rather live true knowledge and understanding. So high yielding activities are, or lifestyle are the activities that you are engaged in through informed decisions. So you know that these activities, yes, demand something from me for now. They demand sacrifice from me now, but I know there's going to yield reward for me in the future. So for you to live a high yielding lifestyle, you need to live in consciousness. You need to live in active consciousness, and you need to be able to think, especially thinking ahead. You need to be able to think ahead and be able to calculate and be able to make informed decisions. But not many people like to do that. Like Henry Ford said, that thinking is probably the most difficult activity in life. That's why so few people are engaged in it. People find thinking difficult. People just want to follow the motions. People just want to live by autopilot. And when you live by autopilot, you don't think. You just want to, so that leads us to the definition of low yielding lifestyle and low yielding activities. So what is a low yielding lifestyle? A low yielding lifestyle comprises of activities that have to do with immediate pleasure, immediate gratification, quick gratification, no delayed gratification. In high yielding lifestyle, it has to do with delayed gratification, but in low yielding lifestyle, it has to do with immediate gratification. So low yielding lifestyle are activities that make you feel good. And what are those activities that make us feel good most of the time? Of course, those are the activities that are connected to your animalistic nature. Those are activities that are connected to your animalistic nature. Those are activities that give you immediate pleasure, immediate satisfaction, like eating, and preferably something sweet and delicious, something fatty, something sugary, or doing things that like sitting down all day instead of reading, as against reading all day. Eating all day as against fasting. Being involved in or being addicted to sugar and fat as against eating just organic food that might not taste so delicious. Salad all the time. So, low yielding activities are the low yielding lifestyle is a lifestyle that is full of activities where you want to give pleasure to your feelings, to your flesh. They are activities that have to do with your ego. They are activities that Apostle John wrote about in 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 to 17, when it says that we should beware of the lust of the eyes, lust of the flesh, and pride of life. So these activities are the things that are connected to satisfying our lust, our ego, lust of the eyes, lust of the flesh, and pride of life. So low yielding activities give immediate satisfaction, while high yielding activities don't give immediate pleasure but guarantee lasting results. They guarantee lasting results. So when I was talking about my situation with back in Nigeria, back in Africa with my childhood, that's when I would leave home to just spend time with my friends. I was feeling like high. I was feeling great because I was spending time with my buddies. I was laughing and joking. But what result did I get? Did I really have any result as a result of from that? No, I couldn't show anything. Not just for one day of such activities, but I couldn't even show anything for 10 years of such activities, other than vices, bad things, negative things. But the next 10 years, when I got serious and I got saved at 19 and I got serious, so let's say 19, let's say from 9 to 19, I didn't have any result to show for it other than that I finished high school. But from 19 to 29, for the next 10 years, I was already one of the most famous human beings in Europe, especially in Russia, because I was already living a purposeful life at that point. Very, very result-oriented lifestyle. So we're going to be talking more about this. I just feel that you must get to, get the introduction to this topic this way. But I'm going to come back tomorrow and going to continue. Now, what I've decided to do in this series and some other series is that some people appeal to me, people like Arno, and said, Pastor, I just like it when you just teach. No spending too much time to greet people or to show slides or to, try to talk or receive calls and things. Just teach like you are doing initially. That is so nice because, for people who just want to learn, that helps them. So that's what I'm going to do in this series. I'll just come and teach you, and I'm going to do a lot of series just teaching like I used to do. No calling, no conversation, nothing, just being a teacher. So, all right, guys, I would like to leave this particular introduction like this, and then I will come back next time, tomorrow, and give you more. Peace.